Hello? Uh, Back with some more Her Story, or as I am very tempted to call it, Her Story, because I think that's really funny. Um, okay, yeah, it still has tattoo pulled up. But yeah, do with that information what you will. But this is a few hours later, long enough for me to forget some things. But, I do remember I was gonna start off by looking up Baby. 5 new clips at least. Might as well start with second day.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a
Saving
hotel,
for the
away from
baby.
home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay, and there's also Brighton, which I'm just gonna look up really quick. Okay, only time that place is mentioned. Anyways, back to Baby.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with a small
Eric's the
garage
bot.
and a spare
Oh,
room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
I think they stayed with Doug and Eleanor, so that would make them Eric's parents. I'm pretty sure that's where they were staying, or at least that's how they know Doug and Eleanor.
No, I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents
Or is it
until,
Simon's parents?
well, it was only a few months after.
Or is that when Simon died? I need to look at parents. Few new clips. Let's scrub through the other ones. He left. Eric.
It's getting dark.
So I decided to come see you for that. His parents hadn't heard anything either.
No.
I just watched that. That's also what I just watched, probably.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
I missed the end of that.
Wow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
I'm a bit confused as to what that means.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my
Oh.
parents. Okay.
I'm thinking Doug and Eleanor are actually Simon's parents. Because I don't know why she'd call Eric's parents after finding Simon dead. Anyways, back to Baby. This is a few days later.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff. She'd been speaking about
So
old stuff,
potentially Eleanor.
sad stuff. About when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Saw the body.
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
It's after dinner. Oh, because like she couldn't find Simon. Okay. Okay. Okay, now that makes sense.
Yes.
Where'd you get a
It was a
picture?
shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible.
Having a baby?
I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
She looks extremely different in 4 minutes. I'm looking at picture. I don't know if British people call it a pitcher. And they call it a flask. No. Maybe just water. It's a new clip.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
And that was allegedly Eve. Oh no, yeah, she has the tattoo. Something else I wrote down to look up was exist. Cause like didn't exist in this clip. It was moved out. Oh yeah. I don't exist. And on the third, I put Eve question mark because her sleeve is covered. These are at wildly different times. So let's just start at the other Eve, perhaps.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap? This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you
Okay,
looked at the cat flap?
so um blonde wig I associated with Eve because there's been stuff saying the younger sister is blonde for whatever reason. And then at some point towards the beginning, which I guess I can look up wig, I might as well do that now. They said something about her taking my wig to pretend to be me. This is the thing I just saw, I think.
This other
Yeah.
person doesn't exist.
Also, do I? Yeah, there's still a person here. This is the 30th, which I think is Hannah.
A wig? You mean... What type of wig?
This better be right after. Let's go.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
She keeps asking what kind of wig. I think this is in the same clip as Exist. Same thing with this one, so I'm gonna save it and look up blonde. Okay, I was about to say I better see a guitar. Was this the original one I was thinking of? No, that's Simon being blonde. This one, though, I think is too short.
With long blonde hair. Could be
Okay, well, let's just watch this one.
No.
Helen.
I spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about our argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Well, we got to learn more about Helen. And this is right before.
It's the Rockington Arms. The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Peter, Susan?
There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they have in sometimes.
How's the barmaid?
Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
I'm gonna see what else Peter and Susan show up in. Peter, nothing. Susan, nothing. I don't think I'm gonna bother, but I will look up barmaid. Yeah, okay, I think there's not much with that stuff I can do. So, I don't remember where I was. Wig. Yeah, these are the same ones that for exist. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, doesn't exist. Oh, this one's the same. This one, I'll just watch this real quick.
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist? Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
I don't know where this is going, actually. I'm conflicted on if the twins are real and they've got some strange stuff going on, or if it's one person. Don't ask me which one's like the quote-unquote real one. And she's just, I don't know. This is a big clip though, so.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his
Yeah, she's talking about
parents.
Hannah, which
There was no way I could follow.
she's talking about Hannah. So I don't know if she's talking about herself not existing,
Parents.
because saying Hannah
There was no
implies
way I
that she
could
is
follow.
Eve in a
So
way
we
that
separated again.
exists.
I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
Blonde wig?
Hannah and I would meet up in the park.
So Hannah was fine with her
I was trying
leaving.
to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks, in alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Okay. I think I need to look more into reflection and that type of stuff. Okay. So it's this one. So we actually know all the reflection ones, because the one off screen is the one we just watched.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Ooh. And then we've got a few. Wait a second, these overlap, do they not? These overlap, because this is 1 minute 1 second, and this is less than a minute later. Let's see.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my
So she
birthday.
looked through the window at
I waved
Florence's
back
house, and
we just spent ages waving at each other and
since they're
copying
twins,
each other's movements.
oh, okay, so this one should.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but
Wait, what? 11:31:43. Oh,
Yeah.
that's their ending time? Oh, no, it's just a random. Okay, well, good to know I can't use these as good markers. Like, they pick at random times.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife.
And when she says mother, is she referring to Florence?
My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
I am, like, the more I hear, the more, like, I'm getting the idea that maybe she was just, like truly a Rapunzel story kept in her house, and she was just imagining all these things in a way, and she was able to live a life she could I'm she could live a life she never actually could through her reflection, her imaginary twin, even. But no tattoo. Like, I don't know what to say about the tattoo stuff. Unless between today and the next day, she got a tattoo. Also, clock is still same. Anyways,
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
ooh. Okay, and then there's also Mirror, which is gonna have more. Yeah, but we have 2 new ones. We'll scrub through these.
My name is Hannah.
My name is Hannah. Palindrome doesn't look the same in the mirror. I do still need to look up palindrome. I forgot about that.
Sam does the more special.
Okay, and we recently watched that, so 2 new mirror clips.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The
25th.
present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror Prince.
I have Hannah question mark.
He made it specially for me.
And then I think Eve in another part. I think if I look up shard. No? Only meant. I'm trying to find the murder clip. Yeah. So, her story, she waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to meet. This is third. which is Eve. Present, smash the mirror, he hit her. Oh, piece of the mirror, okay.
She cut his throat clean open.
She'd only meant to scare him off, which is, I'm glad I remembered this bit to find this clip. But yeah, this is the same mirror I guess she was talking about. So we go back here.
He didn't grade them.
Yeah, it wasn't the present. It's been one of those arguments.
Made it specially for me.
I need to find more around this time. But I've got nothing. Also, apparently I found the very last. And I don't remember when. They might be the how do you arrest someone who doesn't exist? I can't remember if I had them before. But one more mirror clip.
The mirror.
This
I can't
is
remember.
Hannah question mark
I
question
put it
mark.
somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Like, I'm not sure who this is. Upstairs, there's a lot about attics and upstairs. Probably the next place for me to look. I've seen them all. Upstairs? I've seen them all. Palindrome. Have I just straight up looked Hannah and Eve? Apparently not. What is happening in this one?
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry. Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Okay, this is what I called Eve. But she's saying Hannah. And is this a
Yes.
polygraph? A lie
My name is
detector?
Hannah Smith.
And then is the oh shit because you have to do yes or no? And she's like, oh no, I messed it up. But that's her way of sneaking past that question. If I look up detector. Oh, there's stuff there. I might as well, while I'm here.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Okay.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Does it? Dang, it took her
My name.
a minute.
That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
Mmm. Okay. My name. I'm doing something wrong with these quotes. But that's all the my names. Her name? There's something.
No.
Just me and her. Eve is the name. Let's check this other one.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother.
Because she was 17.
She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Okay, I can also look up symmetrical. Also, Sarah, I've heard that name before. I don't know where. Apparently not. Apparently I'm going crazy. Symmetrical. It's just both a palindrome. Ava? Simon's Nana? You know what? Honestly, I've realized I've completely ignored the whole murder part of this. Well, not murder, the word itself. That's what it started on. But like dead. Things, words like weapon and stuff like that, I completely ignored. Or haven't even thought of doing them yet.
they'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead.
I'm gonna assume
in
this is
their
talking
bed.
about her parents.
And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after
Yeah.
my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
That wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it was that
And they'd been
important. I feel like we've heard this stuff before.
It's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby. Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer.
Oh,
Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all
I was wondering about that because so I decided to come see you. Basically, I think exactly bar for bar,
me the same question, you'll get the same answer.
and now she's getting
Is that your evidence?
pressed about it.
Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
And that was a police one. I really don't like looking up dead and stuff. I wanna go, I wanna look at more beverages. Tea.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
Coffee. Yo, the picture's already here.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
I don't know what this is referring to.
Yes.
Got to Glasgow. I guess I'll look more into that.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself.
Tattoo?
I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
So I don't know who has the baby. Glasgow. Ooh. She's got a whole saga about it. This genuinely might be one of the first times we've seen all 5 from the same. Oh, her hair went up.
I got in the car and I drove.
Is this after the argument? I could look up argument.
Kept riding north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
Diane?
That time, we must eliminate.
Oh, it was a gift from Eric, which I guess Diane is his wife.
It would be Diane who. It was a wedding watch. Time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
I don't know what that time she's talking about has to do with the watch.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Okay, I was gonna look up arguments, and I was also gonna look up something else I forgot already. It wasn't this. Oh, I do want to just see, what do the videos look like? Okay, well they're still
Yeah.
low quality, but they lose the, I guess the sheen, you could call it. Arguments, I think is the next big one. Okay. Oh, I actually have, after this, I have a theory. If I look up blank, it shows my user tags. So honestly, I could get rid of blank on it and then comb my way through the entire database, I think. I'm realizing, because when you click this, it goes away, and then it's truly blank. But since it says the word blank, I can use it and get rid of... Because if I get rid of these 5, I'm assuming it'll show me the next 5 earliest clips that have the word blank. But that is not something I want to do quite yet. Maybe something I don't want to do ever. Unless it gets really bad, because I think that's just not in the spirit of the game. So anyways, back to argument. I just wanted to throw that out there, let it be known that I'm scheming.
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument. Nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
I need the lead up. Helen was barmaid.
He likes out.
Okay, and this 06 is Hannah.
So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
I need to... Wait, this one's new. I'm gonna check this out.
It's like I told you before. I drove.
I was gonna put in the whole so I decided to come see you.
And drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them.
Them?
Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car.
Taxi?
My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone.
Tried to call Hannah from a payphone, not Simon.
And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
She's talking a lot about Simon for the one who's allegedly not married to him. Okay, yeah, these 30. Okay, so 30th and 1st. I said this one was Hannah, this one was Eve. And this other story she's talking about There's also Hannah on the first day. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to get out of that. But married couple stuff.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Which I guess, I don't know.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I'll spell it out if I must. 8 in general.
I think when I drove back, it was about...
Okay, this is after Glasgow, I
8
think.
or something. And I got back to the house.
Everyone leaving around 8.
3.
Got back at... Okay. No, I don't... So maybe they argued. Both of them ran off. I don't know.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point.
Okay, yeah,
I knew
Florence.
she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left.
Oh,
Walked out and across the street.
to Hannah. That's not considered important? Okay, we're out of Florence. We're out of Florence clips. Mother, I guess? Because Mother should be referring to Florence over... Well, here it might not. Because on the 27th, it might be Hannah.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
Mm-hmm.
She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother
Oh, it's
won't
gonna
let
show
her out.
Mother Gothel too, huh? I need to look up Rapunzel.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
I gotta look up... I'm pretty sure I've seen the clip right after that, but we're gonna look up Rapunzel. We're gonna look up Fairy Tale. Dang, there's a lot of Rapunzel.
It's Rapunzel locked up in this tower.
Oh wait, how did the story end? Oh, happy ending.
Is that too much?
How did I find this clip? Was this a Her Story one? It might be.
But
I don't know. Anyways, because it was an achievement.
sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy
Who's
tales
we?
over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour? Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff.
Wait, what?
Do you need me to do that card again?
Card. I guess I'll look up Card next, because I don't know what she could be like passing or failing.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flick between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart.
Is that
The
Atlas?
princess pricks her finger.
I don't know. What was I gonna look up? I have forgotten. Oh, card. This is unfortunately a different day.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs.
Oh, when you sit down.
I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Man, I've got nothing. What was I? What was I doing? Fairy? Excuse me? Chit chat? How's it going down there? Are you done? Nope. Oh, buzz when you're ready? I don't think I'm ready. I do not have a story. And I'm scared if I buzz, then I'll just get like a bad ending or something. And then I'll have to redo stuff. I don't know how endings work in this game. And I'm a little bit scared to find out. But at the same time, I don't want to miss stuff because I don't know. I also think 100% is a little ambitious.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Okay, so she knew when they were young. Okay, what other leads do I have? I've looked up Eric, right? I have not looked up Eric. What am I doing?
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier.
She has the spare keys for
and a van he
it.
uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after
Eric's doing everything.
both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Also, really, I'm gonna look at this again. Database. Always touched them since 1999. The server with the detectives footage on. Yeah, you said take your time.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one. Well, Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Okay, yeah, Diane is the wife. which we figured from the watch mention. Oh, so there's more of the song saga. This is after the song, I think, just because she's already holding the guitar. Um,
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
okay, Diane. This is the watch.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients.
What does that even
And
mean?
the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit. Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, and this is after the
Simon
song.
and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well.
I don't know why.
Unless it was
Okay,
something to do with
there's probably a
work.
decent amount after the
Maybe
song.
Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
These are, okay, guitar, I guess? These are like the next day, so it might make sense.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Dang.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Her guitar confirmed?
You want me to play something?
Oh, I also need to look up like test. This is, after lie detector.
Differences? She's a better driver than me.
Okay, between them? Between her and... This is Eve, allegedly, so differences between her and Hannah.
Differences? She's a better driver than me.
Okay.
She passed the test for us.
I don't remember who was talking about crashing the taxi, but that makes me think it was Eve.
She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys.
And it makes sense because Eve was described as the more popular one.
I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first.
Carl?
She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his parents
Oh, okay.
It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys.
I don't need to be hearing about this.
Until Simon.
Okay. Carl? Dang! There's actually a lot about Carl. This is the one nearly after.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon.
Oh, right after.
She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Changing places in the toilet.
So...
We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes.
Did any of the boys know they were doing this?
Less, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl in our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
Okay, I need to look up Ouija board.
After that,
As she
it
mentioned
was Hannah's
it.
turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
Gotta look up Ouija. Look up rules, look up differences.
That's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
I've started looking away because I really can't stand this reflection, and it's the reason you'll never catch me playing a horror game. There's more about Carl though on a previous day. This one, also from Eve.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15. No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think.
To be fair, you did just say we were 15.
I was really into him, regardless.
I
of
guess
how he actually
we could
behaved.
refer to Hannah.
Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid.
Stupid.
So he got tired of us and we split up
Sorry.
after about 6 months. It was sad.
Tired of us is just really funny.
Those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Oh, actually, you know what this
No.
is? You know what? You're right. This is important. These early experiences help you realize who's really important to you. Family, because we've had, I think Eve at one point say she only cared about Hannah and not
Not
Simon. Unfortunately, I did not look away, because that did not register.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
I did write down a few things to look up, like Ouija, which we've seen both, never mind. Rules. There we go. These are far apart, but we'll watch them.
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things, and we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could
And one of them is don't have sex, or at least...
It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside
Oh,
our
they were-
imaginations.
covered everything.
We consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
To get some water. Ooh, that better not have showed up on the mic.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on.
I
but
don't know what she's talking
everything was
about.
different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others.
I thought
The rules had changed.
Eve was... I thought
Immediately
Hannah was
life
the
had
one.
become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
This whole time I was thinking of Hannah as the one that was... Well, I guess they're married, never mind. Anyways,
Okay, she's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad.
Are they just
Maybe it
giving
wasn't
her
fault.
images and
She was
making her go to
scared,
town on them?
not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity.
Like, the thing where you have like 3 minutes to
Catch it
talk about something and not stop. Next up is difference or differences.
Differences?
Okay, yeah, difference versus differences is fine.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on and got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
Okay, and then she mentioned some of those. Oh, right after. Or not right after, but pretty soon, I guess, because she's asked about it. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Is it? Yeah.
Better than one.
You know, because last episode, they were doing the knock code, and I got Bid Hanan for one of them, which I just assumed was by Hannah, because it was one off on 2 letters. It's just really maybe she's just bad at maybe Eve is just bad at knocking, because Hannah was able to say love you just fine while going a little bit insane. So I think that's neat. And explains why it is Bid Hanan. Bidhan. Anyways, that's all the things I wanted to look at, or things I wrote down. Drink.
No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
Okay, what now? Brain? I have no clue what this could be.
Remind me of
Oh, my brain is just full of it. Concussion. She's never had a concussion. Mind. Ooh, 3 new ones. Bit of a rare sight.
from when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast
Ooh.
with eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict is good.
We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday, then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we
Birthday's a
talked
good
about
one to look
baby.
up.
Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could.
Oh, she left on her birthday.
So I left.
Glasgow birthday trip. Yeah, birthday's another good one to look up. Anyways, her saying Eggs Benedict just reminded me of.
Are you out of your mind? Twins.
Wait, what? On the second, which I don't actually have a person for. I don't think I've seen much of the second. Twins is another one I should look up. Because we've had Hannah refer to Eve and Eve referred to Hannah. But I don't think I've seen much of this day because I don't recognize this outfit very well.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend.
Oh, I guess they could both
Once
pretend to be.
she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
Okay, birthday first, then twins. Because twins, I think, is gonna be major. And I'm surprised I haven't looked it up yet.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had
Takeaway,
our meal. Gave me
argument.
this present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Okay, but in another clip, so 25th versus 27th, I have Hannah for them both, of varying degrees of confidence, but yeah, because she said it ended up being about the baby. Like, this is just more detailed than this.
No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Oh. Oh, because then they started talking about the baby. Right. And that's why.
Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Not sure what that one meant. Okay, twins. I've seen. That's the one I just watched. Mother had been expecting twins.
Occasion.
Oh, right, because Florence. They assumed it was dead, and so the mom and dad were just like, "Oh, okay, Florence, take the dead baby, I guess."
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Oh, 50%. This is what 50% looks like, apparently. Honestly, if you showed me this picture and asked me if there was more red or more green, I think I'd say more red. This just feels like a whole lot of red. Anyways, not important. I need a way to... like, do that. I need to find a way to get specific days.
There were always princes and princesses.
I guess I could do that myself.
More important than the other.
I have
characters
user
in their
tags.
stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Okay, yeah, because like here Eve is like acknowledging twins, and here Who is this? Who is that? On the 2nd of July. If I go back to coffee, here.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
She's coffee, milk, and sugar. Coffee M plus S. So, I don't know who this is, but... something. Something's going on about that day. Sister? That's like twin. Older sister, younger. These are close, but not quite after each other.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me.
Oh,
Told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
okay, but it's understandable if...
She knew that instant. The look on his face.
To be fair, what are you supposed to say when the person you married has been two people this whole time and the other one is pregnant?
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong with her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone.
Oh.
She never calls me that. I guess
What does she call her then? Hannah?
my sister
Eve?
is gone,
My sister is gone.
and she's never coming back.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, that's gotta be one of the last ones. What does it mean by volume missing? Okay, what do we know? What can we look into more? Banana. Okay, sister, sibling. Close enough. No. Pregnant, I guess. That kind of stuff. Well, here's one.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Okay, 27th. It's Hannah. Allegedly. Very allegedly. Oh, well, yes. I guess I don't know what year. Like, is this right after? Because she has been saying, that's when I decided to come to you. So, I mean, this could be right after. It's just in a lot of clips, she's describing stuff that happened before.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications. Hannah had a miscarriage.
Okay.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
Oh, what does that mean?
We're in line
Oh.
again.
Oh.
But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Derek had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
I thought I was. So I don't know. Child? Oh, there's one child we're missing.
yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but
I have no idea what that means.
The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Okay, so there's 271 clips total. And we've seen half. Over at this point. I want to try following the, like the she is not actually two people angle.
Simon isn't the type
If I can.
to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
So did she, like, find the body in between interviews?
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
And I'm also a bit confused about some of this stuff. Well, actually, one was Only Meant. Only Meant was at the very end. Or, like, in the last session. Sick. Won't be
Yeah.
sick again. This is a long clip.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them.
Mushroom.
There's no way you would have picked death caps.
I've got beef with mushrooms, unfortunately.
But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Gotta look up mushrooms. Ooh. There's actually multiple.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check.
Is this her talking about finding the body?
We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
I think so. I should probably look up cellar too.
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. They said it was food poisoning. There was something In the food they ate, my dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
I'm gonna just start looking up random words. Look at that. Boom. That's how you do it.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me.
Asked a friend. True. Wait, I completely forgot that I guess in some of the earlier clips, Eve is referred to as a friend. Because, like, the friend to ask him out for me is probably Eve.
We had our first date at the Odeon in North End.
So I don't know if something
They seemed to
changed,
be busy.
if...
I had on my one best dress. Simon paid.
And like this, I had on my one best dress. Eve, I think, was talking about switching it.
Paid. He bought me a Whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
I'm gonna look up Whisper. Is that just chocolate? Whisper. Cadbury Whisper Bar. Chocolate. What's special about it? Packed with tiny bubbles of air. Wait, what did she say end? North End, okay.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
And that's all she has to say. Oh, it's all about this, still.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
I am really unsure about this whole, like, image
I thought it made it
thing.
sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important.
So Glasgow isn't real?
It's different now. Now he's...
I didn't want to do that. If you just drag it to the end, it's over. Yeah, because I'm missing one right before it, I guess. Which would be important to have right now. But I did just check the time, and it has been almost an hour and 20 minutes. And so, honestly, I think it's quite fitting that last one I looked up was end. Because this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Slowed down a little bit on our momentum this time around, but still enjoying it. I don't know about if I want to wait. Like, I'm really scared to call too soon, and I'd much rather wait until I'm done, and then, I guess just, like, Google what calling early does, I guess. But yeah, that'll be it for this. Unfortunately, I am a bit unsure after this how soon I'll be able to record more of these, unfortunately, which sucks for both getting these out and also just um trying to keep continuity and remembering what I've done, because I've been taking terrible notes on this. They're very bare bones, but you know what? That's a bridge we'll cross when we'll get to it. So, yeah, that'll be it for this time around. See you in the next one, whenever that may be. Bye-bye.